Hey everybody, it's Bobby Rose, and this is Exposed. We're actually going to expose you to the band Slave to the Grind.
Yeah.
Who do we have here?
I'm Scooter.
Justin.
And Michael.
You guys have been doing this a minute, right? You guys have been doing this for quite a while, actually. I want to know, and I'm sure they do too, how long?
Oh.
How far does this go back?
We've got about 5-6 years.
5-6 years.
Right around there.
5-6
Think so?
years.
Our first show, I think it was like August 30th, don't hold me to this, 2018.
Was
we
it?
played at the Buffalo Rose,
Okay.
was it not?
That might have been, yeah.
Yeah, we did a big
can't
show at
remember.
the Buffalo Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was.
No.
And we had an Oriental Theater show.
Oh, really?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. I think our second
That
one
was
was here at the
killer.
Oriental.
Our second show was right here at the Oriental Theater with Rooster.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's right.
Oh, killer
Awesome.
show.
It was a good show.
Killer show.
How did you guys come together?
Wow.
No, he called me up and said, I want to do this, and I have a hard time saying no. So.
There's that.
And so I was like, sure, let's do it. It'll be fun. So.
I remember, the drummer of, at the time, Mr. Steak, reached out to me. He wanted to do a tribute of another kind of hair band thing. And I was like, boy, I got a lot of stuff going on, but I was like, if I'm gonna do a tribute of a band, I want to do Skid Row.
Right.
And he was like, I could do that. And then I started reaching out to people just to get interest, and there was a lot of interest. And so that's kind of how it was birthed, out of just kind of a passion for the band.
Right.
Not necessarily like, I had no idea if anybody else liked the band or anything else. I just knew that I loved the band since I was a kid. And I was like, we can sell this thing, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I called Scooter, and soon after, Michael was in the fold. And Scott Rogers was like a huge fan, which I didn't know.
Yeah.
Huge fan.
I didn't realize how
An
much
even
he
bigger
loved.
Skid Row fan than Justin.
I was like, wait, you like Skid Row
And
more than
Rogers.
me?
I've always loved the band, man. I always
So
thought they
anyways,
kicked
we had a
ass,
band.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a band.
And then it was just a done deal. Yeah.
Well, in Skid Row, I mean, I can't think of anybody else trying to pull off a Skid Row tribute.
Well, we say we are the only Skid Row tribute in North America. Now, my kids laugh at me when I say that because they say, because I don't know anybody that likes Skid Row. And I'm like,
Right.
okay, whatever. I'd like to think that it's hard music to cover and to do well, but I don't know. Maybe it's somewhere in between.
There's a vibe,
Yeah.
and you got to get a hold of it. Some of it's fast, some of it's aggressive, and then it's just powerful, slow.
Well, you guys are bringing up my next question, my next point. Skid Row's hard. I mean, Skid Row's difficult. So what do you think, or what would you guys say if you had to pick something as the most challenging about pulling off a Skid Row tribute?
Just musically trying to get it right. The guitar styles I noticed are a lot different than the way I normally play. And so, when me and the other guitar player in the band, we really got to nail who's doing what and who's this, and really nail those little aspects of it to get the music kind of right. And, it's definitely difficult music. And they do a lot of different things. There's a lot of dynamics to it. So.
And if you listen to an album, the power, the way that they've recorded some of those songs, you really got to put it together. You have to listen to each other.
That's
And
true.
everybody has to be on the same page because some of these songs can be.
What would you say is the most challenging song?
Well, so I would say, so to the casual listener, Skid Row is like, I Remember You and 18 in Life, and they're like power metal pop songs. But when you start to get into the music, you start to realize, they're like, dude, what are they saying? These lyrics, not easy to remember. It's kind of like Iron Maiden.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of crazy lyrics, and I'm convinced that they never liked Sebastian Bach, so they were like, we're gonna write the hardest words, you'll never remember this stuff, and it's very difficult,
Right.
some of the lyric content, and so and the music is very challenging, and obviously some of the notes that Sebastian's hitting. There was
Amazing.
Sebastian Bach in the studio, and then there was Sebastian Bach live, and those are two different animals,
Right.
and they're two different art forms, so we appreciate all of them. But you know, the casual fan wants to hear like what it sounds like on the record.
Yeah.
So you know, that's the challenge. We want to bring a show that sounds like the record.
Yeah,
You know, because I'm a fan.
With that live intensity.
Yes.
that's
That
true.
push.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
That's what makes it so much fun to play.
yes.
At rehearsal, we'll quick saying Jesus. Finish. It's quiet. Washes out. Everybody's got goosebumps.
What do you think? What's your favorite to play?
Mine is Monkey Business, man. So when that
Monkey
song
Business.
starts get going, I just
Yeah, Monkey
it's just got
Business
that
is fun.
It's a
Yeah.
cool fucking groove.
That cowbell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just that
Yeah.
cowbell drives.
I just,
oh, yeah.
I just
And
love that
everybody
riff. It's
knows
pretty
it.
badass.
absolutely.
So it becomes something you hold
More
on to.
cowbell.
And it's just bucking. You know,
I've
it
got a
just wants to
fever.
go.
The only prescription is more cowbell.
More cowbell.
right.
Everybody wants more cowbell.
Fuck yeah.
Everybody wants
I
more
would say
cowbell.
for me, I would say, so that opening note of Slave to the Grind, when they freaking that downbeat, you just feel the blood pumping, and that, like Slave to the Grind, that opening track is just, whoa. I mean, the place is on
Yeah.
fire. And then beyond that, like, I'm a singer, so I like singing the ballads and singing all pretty and stuff.
Sure.
So, but like I said, I love them all.
Well, and I'll compliment you because I don't know many people that can pull off Sebastian Bach.
Oh, thank you.
That's huge. Absolutely
Thank you so
huge.
much.
What's your, out of the opportunities you guys have gotten to play, where's your favorite place to have gotten to play so far?
Right here.
I kind of
It's
learned
the
that.
Oriental.
In case I didn't
Oriental
bring it up, it's the
Theater,
Oriental Theater. We want to thank the Oriental Theater
Yes.
for allowing us to do this here. They're actually playing here tonight. So we want to thank the Oriental Theater for allowing us to do this. This is a great place to play.
Yeah.
That's
It
great.
is.
I love the
mean,
stage. It's huge, and
Yeah.
but everything's kind of squished, so it's right there instead of far back. You know, everybody's
Yep.
up and
Yep.
we had some killer shows here.
And we've all played a ton of shows and different venues and
All over the place.
there's a few shows that you'll never forget. They're just like, wow. You remember those moments.
Right.
And I got to admit, there's been a few of those right here at the Oriental Theater for me.
Right.
It's very rare when a local band or somebody like us gets to play on a big stage in front of a lot of people like this.
Right.
So for me, it's kind of special. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
I get that. So this is my favorite part of the show. This is where, and I don't know if you guys had heard just yet, but we, as you know, changed the name of our show to Exposed. So what we're going to look to do
I saw that. It's
is
cool.
have you guys
Wow.
expose yourselves.
Wow. Do I have to drop my pants?
Notice the pregnant pause. I knew that was coming. No, what I want you guys to do is outside of music, name your hobby, your favorite hobby outside of music.
Oh, that's easy.
I'm a gamer. I love video games.
Video games. Which
PC.
first-person shooter?
All of them.
All of them?
I'm all over the place. Yeah, real-time strategy, first-person shooter,
Okay.
role-playing, fantasy, adventure, all kinds of shit.
So see, guys, we
name
got a
it.
gamer right here.
Gamer!
Yeah.
What about you, Justin?
Oh, wow. I live in the gym. Like, dude, I'm at the gym a lot.
Working out?
Oh, man.
Love working out?
I love working out. And so, yeah, man, I live in the gym. It's an incredible hobby. And
Right.
I like to
Hey,
do
it's-
cock
it's-
push-ups.
And you know, it's like, I feel better because it's like, well, I'm doing something that's like healthy.
You can edit
So
that out.
it's like, you know, so it feels good to do it. And it's cool. It's what
Sure.
I do. So.
What's your hobby outside of music?
Lately, it's been learning a lot of new music. I like to game too. I
Gaming?
play with the kids quite a bit.
Him and I have jammed a couple
Yeah,
times.
we've played together. I weld on the side too in the garage, so I've got another
Ooh,
hobby.
welding.
Yeah,
That's a nice
I
trade.
was a welder back in the day, so it's
Awesome.
another thing I do.
Well, it's always nice to try and see or hear something outside of what you guys do off to the side, besides what they're going to get to see up here. So that's the reason we asked this question. You guys have any shout outs you want to shout out? Other bands? Anybody else you want to shout out?
Hi, Mom.
No, it's like I said, man, you do this stuff. You dream about doing this stuff when you're a kid.
Yeah.
You hope somebody might like it
Yeah.
or dig it or whatever. And here we are, man. We're like old dudes, and we're still doing this thing. So for me, it's just a privilege to be able to have a venue to play in, an audience to play to, and to hang with my friends.
Great
and,
people to play with.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Well
It's a cool vibe, and so yeah, that's it.
It's a lot of fun for us as well. We
Yeah.
appreciate you guys.
Oh, yeah, man.
Thank you guys
Appreciate
for
you,
doing
Bobby.
this.
Thanks
with
for
me.
having us, man.
Thank you guys
Thanks,
for
man.
doing
Thanks,
this.
everybody. We'll see you.
Thank you guys for doing this. Thank you guys for
Get
watching.
your asses down here. Let's party.
Absolutely.
Come to the Oriental tonight, guys.
It's still early.
Get ready for another episode coming up soon for Exposed. Until then, I'm Bobby Rose with Rose Reviews. Thank you for your time. We'll see you soon. Woo!